How's it going, everybody? It's Pilot Family. We're back with another FPL video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the newly announced game week fixtures for what is now double game week 25. They were announced a couple of days ago, so I've had a chance to mill over it and think, what are the implications of this and what players we should be looking to bring in if we don't already have some of those players in our team already. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new or haven't done so already. It greatly helps out the channel, as well as turn those notification bells on so that you can get the content as soon as it is readily available. Drop us a follow over on Twitter so you can keep up to date with any and all FPL news, from price changes to injury news and anything in between, as well as give us a follow over on Twitch so you can see when we go live for our preview and deadline streams, which will be starting back up towards the end of this coming week. We're going to be doing the preview stream probably on like Thursday or the Friday, and then we'll be doing our deadline-ish stream on the Monday, because it is the day before the midweek fixtures as they finish off on Saturday, a week today, with Watford versus Burnley, and then the next game week 24, starts on the Tuesday in midweek, so make sure not to forget the deadline as well. So without further ado, let's talk about our partners for this video with Manscaped. This video is brought to you by Manscaped, the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped have just launched their 4th generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0, alongside their Performance Package 4.0, which also includes the Weed Whacker hair and nose trimmer for those pesky little hairs that are getting out of hand, the Crop Preserver for anti-chafing to make sure that you are as relaxed at all times, the Crop Reviver for maximum conditioning and toning to make sure your jewels are as buff as possible, disposable shaving mats, as well as the premier travel bag for your on-the-go grooming, and lastly the anti-chafing boxers, which I can personally say are extremely comfortable and keep you cool under the highest amount of pressure. What I found the most impressive is that the Lawnmower 4.0 features ceramic cutting-edge blades to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology, so you can now have that added security when venturing into uncharted territories. The upgraded trimmer also includes a multi-function on and off switch that can engage a travel lock, and also when you are venturing into those uncharted territories, it has the ability for a LED, a 400K LED, a very strong light that you can switch on and off so you can get that more precise shave. So make sure to join over 4 million men who trust in Manscaped with this exclusive offer: 20% off and free worldwide shipping using the code FLAME20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com using the code FLAME20. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Now here up on the screen we have my current FPL team as it stands as of recording this, the 29th of January 2022. So this is the Saturday, a week before the Burnley versus Watford game. I have no more players left in the game week because Dennis, as you can see in my team, he got sent off, which is unfortunate. So I have to kind of fear for the likes of those that own King. But double game week fixtures announced, and we're going to scroll down here and we're going to see that the Manchester United and Brighton fixture at Old Trafford has been rearranged to the Tuesday, the 15th of February. Now, United will play Saturday, Tuesday, so it is a somewhat quick turnaround. They do have the earlier fixture, which is quite nice. So it basically gives them the rest of Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It's basically kind of like a Saturday, Tuesday Champions League fixture. In the previous game week, they play on the Tuesday as well, so they have a fairly big break. So it's going to be like a Champions League week for them. With Brighton, they don't actually... Do they have a fixture in Game Week 24? No, it does not look like they don't. They blank. I believe that's due to the fact that they were supposed to play Chelsea or Arsenal. I think it's Chelsea actually, because of the I think it's either the Club World Cup or something like that they have to deal with, because Chelsea have a lot of blanks. I mean, I'm just going to click on Chalobah here. They have 24 off, 25 off, 27 off. Yeah, so it's all over the place. I think 27 is for the Carabao Cup final, 24, 25 is for the Club World Cup, and one other fixture I can't remember what it's for. Maybe something else that was rearranged. I'm not too sure on that one, but I do know that Brighton don't have a fixture this week. So if you were bringing in Brighton players, ahead of Game Week 25. Just know that they don't have a fixture currently in Game Week 24. But Game Week 25, Man United versus Brighton. So that'll be Man United's double game week, be 2 games at home versus Southampton and Brighton. And we also have Brighton, who will play Watford and Manchester United away. So let's talk about United first, being as they have the 2 home fixtures. Pretty spaced out. I would expect Ronaldo, as an example, to play in all of them. So, you know, one of the tinkering options that we have for our own team personally, Ronaldo versus Bruno Fernandes. Now, I personally got Bruno Fernandes in my team, as you can see here, for that double game week where Ronaldo didn't play the first game and then only came on and got just the 2 points, even though he had quite a decent bit of involvement in the second goal with the assist with the beautiful chest pass that he had. And then Bruno did really well. Bruno could have had 2 goals and an assist in the second game. He missed basically a one-on-one in the dying stages of the second game, got a brace in the first game, and did quite well. The only problem is that this coincides with the fact that a certain Egyptian is coming back from the African Cup of Nations, or should at least be ready for Game Week 24, and that is Mo Salah. So Salah is going to be someone that we have to keep an eye on, basically, because if he's not back for that Leicester game in 24, he's almost certainly going to be back in 25. Now, they do have a blank in 27. That is the Carabao Cup final, because they played Chelsea in that. So if you do have triple Liverpool, just be cognizant of that they will not play in that game. That could be a free hit week. We'll talk about more on that in the chip strategy video that's coming out. You'll see it. That'll probably be the next video on the channel. But Salah coming back does pose a bit of a problem, because you're going to want him for Burnley and Norwich. I mean, he's going to probably be the most captain player versus Norwich, almost certainly. In Game Week 25, where the doubles are happening, he plays Burnley away, which isn't a, you know, it's a very good fixture. It's not a bad fixture. It's not like he's playing West Ham, or he's playing Chelsea, or he's playing Spurs, where it's like, it could be a bit tricky. He might even be considered to be captained over the likes of the double game week Man United players, because we know how good Salah is. He's been so good this season. He had a run from Game Week 1 to Game Week 17 where he only blanked once, and that was in Game Week 2, funnily enough, versus Burnley in the reverse fixture of that one. So for my own team, and a lot of managers who have Fernandes will be looking to basically just go this week for Game Week 24, for Game Week 24, definitely for Game Week 25, basically swap out Fernandes for Salah. Those who have Ronaldo, it's a little bit easier if you have the funds already to bring Salah back in. If you need to take a hit just to bring him back in, that's probably not too bad. But most managers will probably have set it up to where they can just bring in Salah, and they probably would have had Ronaldo up front. Now, I don't have any United assets after I get rid of Fernandes. I don't have David De Gea. I don't have Diego Dalot. I don't have Rashford. I don't have Ronaldo. I wouldn't have Fernandes if I got Salah for Game Week 25, which I definitely will. So it poses the question, is Salah actually going to be worth it? Especially if he's going to be, you know, all that money is going to be basically on your bench in that blank in 27. They then play West Ham, Brighton away, Man United. Going to be probably some tricky games. They have Watford in 31, and then they have Man City. So again, a bit of a tough schedule in there, but they still have 2 doubles to rearrange with Leeds and Arsenal here. That could pose a difficult question. So for myself, I definitely want Salah back in, even if it is for Fernandes, and I'll just have to find another way to get Ronaldo. It's going to be difficult in my current team. If we were to do this on the fly, let's say, so I'm just going to set this to all players, I would probably take out Calvert-Lewin, let's say. We'd bring in Ronaldo. I'm just going to show you how many transfers this would probably cost. Diaz, we'll put him down to, I don't know, we'll go Lamptey just because he has a double game week. Hypothetically, and we'll drop down Marcus Alonso, and we'll bring in Lowton, who's probably going to have some double game weeks in the future, although he didn't play the last game played. But you can see that we've made 1 with Lowton, 2 with Lamptey, 3 with Salah, 4 with Ronaldo. So I have to take a -8 over if I were to do it next week in order to get Ronaldo in for the double game week, and then I still have no Fernandes if I want him, because I'll be getting rid of him for Salah. I'll have no option for Rashford, Sancho, whoever in the midfield elsewhere. No option for another defender, because the United defenders are more expensive. They're 5 million plus, with the exception of Diego Dalot, who is someone I could technically bring in. I think he's 4.5 at the moment, but he could go up. So he would be the option there if I wanted another double game week player. But I wouldn't have room for David De Gea, and I have a problem with Guaita here as well, who seems to be kind of playing one game and then not playing the next, with him rotating with Butland. It seems to be a bit weird on that front. Not sure if it was because he was out with illness, or if he was injured, or whatever. Not really too sure on that one. And then a couple game weeks from then, I have triple Liverpool in my team who won't be playing that game week. I also have an issue where Ramsdale's not playing in 25, so I have to rely on Guaita playing in 25. He does play Brentford, but will he play? So there are some issues that I have with my own team. Having gone Fernandes, you can see that like the butterfly effect has caused it to whereas getting Ronaldo in is difficult without using the wild card. But for the actual fixture itself, I think these fixtures on paper, as someone who watches United very heavily, being a fan of the club, I think they're going to be difficult fixtures for United. Southampton are no easy feat. They can be quite stingy at times. They just kept City to a draw in their last fixture at 1-1. And Brighton are always difficult. They don't typically concede a boatload of goals. So is the likes of Ronaldo maybe and a double up, especially with an attacker of Fernandes and Ronaldo, truly necessary? I would say definitely not. I would say that probably one of them is probably good. Having Ronaldo there also means that you have like that slot to go easily to the likes of Harry Kane as an example if you wanted to go there. Another thing to note is that Heung-min Son is supposedly going to be back in the next couple of weeks or so. It was, kind of rumored or kind of speculated that Antonio Conte is saying that he's going to be back probably around after the international break, or the winter break, whatever you want to call it. So that's another thing to kind of look into, because do you want to put all that money up front when Son could be the better player in FPL for us than the likes of Kane as well? So I don't expect to go in on all of the double game weekers in this game week in this particular instance. Probably having Ronaldo, and if you captain him, that's probably going to be good enough. De Gea will probably be okay as well. But you got to think, are there better double game week fixtures later on? Like Salah, as an example, could have a double game week for like... which is going to be crazy, so you might use the triple captaincy on that. So in theory, Ronaldo playing Southampton and Brighton at home seems like a triple captain sort of fixture. I wouldn't necessarily go for that. As for Brighton, the game versus Watford looks to be fine, but it seems like when they play teams that they should be beating, they kind of don't play as well. And then the teams that they shouldn't beat, they play really well against. So they'll probably play well versus United and probably lose to Watford or something like that. But if I was going to go for a Brighton player in this one, I would say probably Cucurella is probably your best option at 5.1 million. I think that's its current price at the moment. Yeah, 5.1 million. Just because he plays 90 minutes every week. Lamptey is subject to rotation, depending on the system that Graham Potter wants to go with. So I would say Cucurella is probably your best in defense, because he has the most threat and is going to be around the same price as the center backs, basically like Dunk as an example when he comes back. Cucurella is going to be around that same price, and then Sanchez in goal is probably fine. I wouldn't look at any of the attackers. I wouldn't think like the Trossards and Mopes and stuff like that. It's just too inconsistent for me. So that could be a way moving forward. So if I were to go for something like that, maybe what I would do is I would get rid of Ramsdale, bring in Sanchez as my goalkeeper. My second transfer would be to go for and get Salah and bring him back in. Or maybe, since it's a Burnley away fixture, maybe I just keep Bruno and captain him for that fixture and then get Salah the week after for Norwich. That could be also another thing that we do. We could then get rid of Calvert-Lewin and bring in Ronaldo. This would be in for game week 25, so I could do the Salah transfer beforehand if I wanted to. And then I would have to downgrade a defender of some kind, so it'd be Diaz, and then I wouldn't have enough money, so I would need to alleviate it elsewhere. So I'm looking at a -8 or a -12, almost certainly. So it is very difficult, and it might look like I need to wildcard, but it's just a matter of, I don't think personally that this double game week is something to jump all over. I think if you have Ronaldo, fine, he's probably a good captaincy option. Just know that Mo Salah could do just as well versus Burnley alone. That is definitely possible. Man City also play Norwich in this fixture. That's another place to captain somebody, but you know, it's a double game week, so you're probably going to captain a United asset if you have them. Another option that I could do is, you know, do the goalkeeper transfer, keep everything else as per normal, and just keep Bruno Fernandes in there and captain him instead. And then I can go from Bruno to Salah the following game week, and so on and so forth, and just hope that Salah doesn't go absolutely crazy, and hopefully he saves it for Norwich. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. What are you going to be doing with your team for double game week 25? Not the most exciting double game week, just the one fixture put in it for now, at least. But typically they would announce them all in one go, and we'll wait and see for further double game week announcements, because there's going to be a lot of them in the future. So if you haven't heard about Fantasy Football Scout, they have a fantastic members area during the regular season. It's £25 for the membership, and that lasts the entire year. And during the off season, they give a 20% discount. But if you have missed that discount, fear not, you can still get the membership for £25, and it's fantastic. You can see the membership area just behind me. You have a bunch of different stats that you can use, powered by Opta stats, and create your own custom tables. You have the Rate My Team tool, you have the season ticker, player comparison tools, a whole array of things that you can use to help elevate your FPL game. So use the link down in the description below so that you can get access to these exclusive tools to help elevate your FPL game. Sign up now. And that is going to do it for the double game week 25 fixture announcement. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe channel if you're new or haven't done so already. It greatly helps out the channel, as well as turn those notification bells on so that you can get the content as soon as it is readily available. Drop us a follow over on Twitter so you can keep up to date with any and all FPL news, from price changes to manager quotes and anything in between. As well as give us a follow over on Twitch so you can see when we go live for our preview and deadline streams. We will be doing a preview stream towards the end of this coming week. That'll be for the preview show, and the deadline stream will be the night before the deadline on the Tuesday, so we'll be doing it on the Monday evening EST time. So make sure to keep up to date and follow us over on Twitter so you can see when we post that, because things have been a bit you know, kind of changing things up a little bit, trying to be a little bit more flexible, and with the, you know, midweek games, that can definitely happen. So make sure to keep it locked over on Twitter so you can see when we actually go live, as well as when we announce. You usually do it the day of or day before when we're going to do that. And lastly, make sure to use the links down in the description below for Manscaped, as well as the Fantasy Football Scout members area. Fantasy Football Scout area is going to help elevate your FPL game. It certainly helped mine. And use the code FLAME20 to get 20% off and free worldwide shipping for your next Manscaped order. Thank you all for watching, and until the next one, take care.